Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you on how to install libraries in Python. Specifically, we're going to narrow this down to data analysis libraries. The libraries include Pandas. So these are the what we are going to do today, but mainly today I'm going to show you how to install these libraries and the libraries that we are going to install in this. So if you are new to this channel, kindly remember to subscribe and be with me until until the end. Until the end. Thank you and welcome. So the first step we need to do is to install Python from the browser. So you just search latest Python, then you install it in your laptop or desktop. After that, now you open your command prompt. So if you are using Windows, you can be able to do that. You go to your start and search command prompt, and you'll be able to open the command prompt. So you can see this is my command prompt. Then now the first step is to check um, the version of Python we are using. The Python version that we are using, and now you can be able to do that using this code. And now this is by, which is the short or the abbreviation for Python space -m space pib space double version, and you press enter. So if you press enter at that point, now you'll be able to see a file path or an output. So you'll be able to see at this point, you can see we have the location or the file path where this Python, which is where it's being installed, and you can see the version at the end is 3.1. So this is the first step that you need to do so that you can be sure that you have successfully installed that Python. That's it. So that is it. Then now the second step that follows. So for us to do this data analysis and so on, we need some locations where the libraries or the scripts documentation were being stored. So we need to create what you call a virtual environment. And for you to create that virtual environment, we need to use this by space. Now we use -m space virtual environment. So virtual environment is VENE. So this is the short or abbreviation for that. Then now let us call it store underscore environment. So that is the name of the environment. Then we press enter. So this is the code of creating a virtual environment to this Python. And now the name of that virtual environment is store underscore env. So the abbreviation for environment, or the short form of environment. So that's it. So it means that at this point you can use n name that you can prefer at this point. So you are not limited to use n. But the only thing that you are limited to, if you are using Windows, you have to use this code. So this is a must. Then for the name of the environment, so you can use n of your choice. So that's the first thing. So after you do that, you can see we have moved to the next line, and now the next line is to activate that virtual environment so that it can be ready to receive the libraries. For instance, if I want to install right now pib pandas, I can say pib install pandas. So you can see there will be an error. So you can see there is an error that says this pib there is an error that says this pib install is not recognized, or an internal or external command. So it's an error. So why? Because we don't have a virtual environment to this, where this library is supposed to be located or stored. So that's why we need to activate this environment. So to activate, you follow the same procedure here. So the name, you start with the name of your environment that you have created. That's the name of the environment. Then we use that scripts, then activate, script, then activate. So it means at this point now you can be able to do this and activate these environments so that they can be able to receive these libraries. But I'm going to use, so at this point you can use n of your libraries, I mean environment that you have created, but this I'm going to use mine, which is tutorial underscore environment. Then we have this is tutorial underscore environment. Then we have scripts and activate, and so I'm activating that virtual environment. Good. So you can see up to this point I have activated that. So right now I can start with installing the first library, pib install pandas. So you realize at this point it will work out. Like initially there was an error, there was an error also in, yeah, you can see now it has worked out. You can be able to see some activities going on here, and that's it. So we have installed pandas at this point. Another library I wanted us to install, actually, which is also important for us, because in my in these tutorials or in these trainings I'll be using Jupyter Notebook. Actually, Jupyter Notebook is what we call Python IDLE. So it's one of Jupyter. It's one of Python IDLE. This Jupyter Notebook. So it's very important. So I'm going to use this for all my analysis and so on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to install this also, tell you how to install this. Then from there, I be able to log in and do all my installation of these other libraries from the Jupyter Notebook. So what you do at this point is you just go back to your command prompt, and actually it's good even you start with this. So you just say bib install Jupyter notebook, just like that, and I just press enter. So if I press enter, I'll be able to see some yeah, you can see some activities going on here. So the libraries are being corrected and installed. So if your internet is strong, within no less than a minute you'll install that. So I have installed the Jupyter notebook up to this point. So what I'll do now is I want to log into my Jupyter notebook such that I'll be able to do everything from there, because when you are in Jupyter notebook, you'll be able to save your work, you will be able to download as a PDF, HTML, and so on. So what you do is what we're going to do is this. So we have created the Jupyter notebook. I mean the virtual environment. We have installed the Jupyter notebook from the command prompt. So I'll do that. So I'll just execute this from this Jupyter from this point. You can see we have so we need this Jupyter notebook. So I have to do it from here, Jupyter notebook. Again, it's like kind of logging in Jupyter notebook, so, like that, and press enter. So what it will do, this code at this point, it will direct me to my default browser. It will direct you to your default browser. So in this, make sure you must have your internet. You must put it you must have your Wi-Fi, or if you're using local internet and so on. So you must, in short, you must have internet like this, because it is going to direct me to my default browser. So if you are using Firefox as your default browser, so it will open there. If you are using your Chrome as a default browser, it will open there. So like in my case, I'm using Chrome as my default browser. So it means in some few seconds it will direct me to my Chrome. So you see it has directed me direct to Chrome, and now this is it. So at this point, you see I have been opened this been able to open this Jupyter notebook now direct from this command prompt. So at this point, I can say goodbye to command prompt because I'm not going to install these packages or doing my in future analysis from this command prompt. So everything I did do it in Jupyter notebook. So immediately it will open some files for you, and now you'll be able to see the environment that we created. Like for instance, we created a virtual environment by the name storage environment. So you'll be able to see it here, and you can see it has been created 7 minutes ago. So that's it. So that's how you can create the Jupyter notebook and open it from a command prompt. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click new and click this Python 3. So Jupyter notebook is using a Python 3, so I reopen that. Now in this Python 3, I'll be having some code line under Jupyter notebook. So you can see Jupyter is untitled, and now you can see this line. So it means I can go to code and click heading, and now say install libraries, just like that. So after that, I click this new to insert a new cell, and I click bib install pandas, then bib install Numpy. So these are the main the main libraries for data analysis actually. And the next one is install bib install matplotlib. Yeah, just like that. So this I can even include a code comment install libraries. So you can see now I'll be able to do everything from this point. I can be able to highlight this. So if you want to install one by one, highlight and execute. Bib. Sorry, there is an error. Check this one. Valid syntax. So it means I have an error that I need to check at this point. Okay, so let me do so I have to do, I don't know why it's misbehaving. Let me do this. So I have to do bib pandas. Yeah, just like that. So bib install pandas. The next I go to bib install Numpy. Yeah, good. So it has worked. So you can see now requirement all satisfied all the way. You made to research and it has installed that. The Numpy also requirement all satisfied because I already have it, but it's also checked. And if you don't have it, it will install from this point. So you can see up to this point, that's how you can be able to do what, to import to install your libraries in Python for data analysis. So you can also name these to install packages, not packages, sometimes you call it also packages, libraries in notebook. You name that, and you see if I go to file, I can be able to download this as HTML, I can download this PDF, I can download this as Python as a code alone. So that's the advantage of this Jupyter notebook, and that's why I recommend it. It's good you run to use it in your analysis. Now in up to this point, I hope you have learned something on how to install these libraries from command prompt, and also at the same time how to install a Jupyter notebook, which is IDLE, and run everything from it using your default browser. So this is it for today, And in our next video, I show you on how to import external data from external storage now to this Jupyter notebook and do some symbol analysis. So it means from now henceforth we'll be using a Jupyter notebook for our analysis. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. See you next time.